What's up, boys? What are y'all doing, man? Y'all getting ready for this fucking UFC 303, dude? I am. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Saturday, June 29th, 2024. You're listening to Just My Two Cents. It's Saturday, so you know what time it is. It's a pregame. And this time it's for a big old pay-per-view. UFC 303 is going down tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was supposed to be headlined by Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. As everybody knows, his foot was a balloon, you fool. So Conor is no longer on the card, but dude, they scraped together a pretty fucking good one. I'm pretty sure the Ortega-Lopez fight was short notice. I know the main event, Prohaska and Pereira, was short notice. So for a card that kind of got cobbled together at the last minute, it's pretty fucking good, man. It doesn't really have a theme necessarily. Like, I guess there's a couple Canadian fighters, but there's not really like, you know what I mean? It's not like a heavy Brazilian card or a super heavy, like, you know, a lot of Asian fighters or anything. It's just kind of Las Vegas card with a bunch of fucking good fights on it. So I'm pretty excited about it, man. I just, from a fan standpoint, I just, I'm getting excited about the fights. There's a couple of big ones. The main event is going to be crazy. I'm already getting fucking chills just thinking about that one. So I'm excited for this card. Said it like 10 times in a row, but yeah. What up, boy? What you doing? Yo. What it is, bro? What's up, Mick? So yeah, man. The man himself is already in the chat. Go ahead and shout him out. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure you check out his latest UFC breakdown show. That is every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. You can find Aaron, your boy, and a rotating cast of characters. Lucky Locks and Lou Betcha have been around the most recently. So yeah, check out this past Wednesday's episode, man. You can hear me snap on Lou for daring to suggest that Vinicius Oliveira hits harder than Song Yadong. I still vehemently opposed to that. But yeah, you can hear me fucking get way too excited on the first fucking card. But, I have a bet on Ricky Simone, so whatever. But shout out to Lou, Lucky, and Aaron. Anybody that was in the chat, man, it was a great episode. There was almost 30 people in there, so that's awesome. Aaron is awesome. Check out his channel. Subscribe to it if you're not. And yeah, definitely check out the past Wednesday episode. Shout out to the New Dome. Shout out to the Hawk Tua. Shout out to the Locker Room Talk Podcast group chat. Shout out to all the group chats I'm in. So I have kind of jettisoned the recap preview show on Monday. That's fallen by the wayside. There's a lot that I like about that, and it's going to remain that way. But I did kind of like being able to recap and eat shit and flex about the shit that I did get right. But in any case, I'm just going to do a brief catch up. So I did have a good night in the last event. I'm now up by more than I have been all year, and I want to continue that. So my picks were pretty good. I only got a few wrong. Back to 63.3. So that is good, but my picks were not the best. Like there were, not even close. But someone that did have really fucking good picks is the new champion. So shout out to Mr. Jingles. He is your reigning, defending Pub Sports Radio UFC Pick'em contest winner. Sign up for the contest this week, boys. I know I say it every fucking week, but this week it's going to be $200. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter. He's been giving money away every fucking UFC event. Well, this week, double or nothing, boys. It's $200 if you win it. And I think he's going to be giving away like a couple few $100 to a couple people in the chat. So come through to the pub tonight, man. And definitely sign up for the contest. It's right there, pubsportsradio.com. Super free, super easy. And this week, the best score wins $200. Also, while we're on the subject of Pub Sports Radio, definitely check out that new Locker Room Talk. There's a new episode up now. Make sure y'all check out the premiere Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pub Sports Radio. You can also download it anywhere you can if you can't make that. Was a great episode for 303. Check it out. Got another parlay. Excited to unveil that. And yeah, that was my week, man. So having had time now to break the card down, make my bets, make my picks. I did sign up for the contest, and I got my picks locked in on Tapology. So I'm good to go. Now is just get hyped for the fight time. The fights time. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to drop the link here in a minute. Bring in Moiz, Stubborn Mick, whoever else wants to come through, shoot the shit about the fights. We'll go through the card real quick and just kind of, give our picks and predictions and bets and hot takes and all that shit. But feel free to join me in the chat. Shout out to the 6 people watching on YouTube and Twitter. Yeah, I mean, that's not anything new either. Like I've always, I don't hold my tongue very often. And if I disagree with something, I'm definitely going to be vocal about it. And I've just always have been that way. So, yeah. Yeah, just, unhinged in the moment about that particular thing. So yeah, let me make sure that I have crossed all my T's and dotted my I's. Oh yeah, I did watch the weigh-ins. These are your weigh-in results. I did happen to think that quite a few fighters were looking rough. So, in my opinion, these fighters either looked super out of it, sucked out, exhausted, looked like they had a rough cut, very confused, like didn't know which way they were going, Didn't know their fucking ass from a ham sandwich. This is kind of what these fighters look like to varying degrees. Now, physically, Ricky probably looked the worst. Like, he looked the most sucked out physically. But overall, in totality, it was John Silva. He missed weight. He looked in a fucking daze. He just all out of sorts, man. So that's why I'm saying that he looks the worst overall. But yeah, all these other fighters looked like they had a rough go of it. But a couple of them, like Marc Andre, or sorry, that's not Marc Andre. That's Andre Feely. Feely usually looks like shit on the scales. So does Anthony Smith. Same with Brian Ortega. I expected him to look rough, but for him not cutting weight, him looking rough was even like more concerning, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of just what I thought about. I thought Peyton Talbot kind of looked a little sucked, but yeah. What up, boy? Oh yeah, of course, the random one that he does like every 6 months to a year or something. But yeah, what up? Yeah, he'll do one of those every now and then. So that's who I thought looked rough. This is who I thought was looking pretty good. Again, I'm not someone that looks very deeply into the weigh-ins as far as like, ooh, this fighter looks good, so now I think they will win. But, if you are someone that does that, this is my opinion on who I think looks good and bad. Probably the best looking fighter. Probably like Joe Pyfer looked really good. Thought Cub Swanson looked pretty good for a fucking 40-year-old. Jerry, both Alex and Jerry look like brick shit houses. Not surprising for Alex because he like cuts a ton to get to middleweight. So like dude, you saw the post, like he's 230 now or something. 230 something. But yeah. I don't know, sad state of affairs, boys. Nah, he'll get cracked at some point. He's just way too hittable, and like it's not like he plays it safe at range. Like he always is pushing forward, and he's just gonna walk onto something nasty. IMO. So that's my 2 cents on the weigh-ins. I'm gonna drop the link here soon. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like 2 minutes and 1/2 of 1 minute, maybe for that. Okay, so I will drop the link now. Well, after I take this fucking hit. Cheers, boys. Today's flavor is Mile High Volcano. It is a nice sativa hybrid, and it is going to keep my mind and spirit soaring throughout this evening of fights. Shout out to the 10 people watching on either YouTube or Twitter. If you're watching on Twitter or X or whatever, just come on over to YouTube. It's just more tight over here. Nope, no plans. Yeah, I heard about that. So, yeah, let me get the link going. Let me get this whole link going here. Might want to copy that first, idiot. There you go. Okay. All right, I'll give Moiz first dibs. And then there you go, Moiz. And then I will drop one in the Hawk Tua, Stubborn Mick, or Aaron, or anyone wants to come through. Paste. Send. There. Oh, whoops. I should say that this is intermission, right? Whoops. Fucking dumbass. All right. And who else? Who else? Oh, yeah. If any of the boys from the podcast want to come through, they are certainly welcome as well. The more the merrier for the pregame. Just going to get hyped for these fights, man. It's UFC 303. Going down in Las Vegas. Put together at the last minute, but pretty fucking dank considering that. So I got a few bets, got a couple parlays, one underdog, and I have an underdog in a parlay, actually. Aaron inspired me this week. I got a 3-legger that has an underdog in it, so it'll be like my little mini Spirit of the Jungle. Disherik. Okay. What up, boy? Shout out to the fucking general, dude. I can't really tell. Is that oh, yeah, Stone. I know the general's on Poton this week. Best of luck, homie. Moiz should bring his friend Carlos on with him. Great. Peter Pan. What up, Buster? Aaron made another friend. Yeah, dude. Friendship for life. What's up, boys? Got 12 people in the building on either platform, combination. So, yeah, what other than the main event? Like, everyone's excited for the main event. Duh, it's fucking title fight, Jiri, Poton. That's been talked about ad nauseum. Other than that, what fight are y'all most excited for? Doesn't have to be like a main card or nothing. I think I know who this is, but let me bring this this gentleman on. And let me get the fucking background right. Okay. Boom. All right. What's up, Buster?
Hello.
Hi. Hello to you.
Hello to you, sir. How's it going?
Good, man. Even better now. How are you doing?
Just getting ready to go to dinner before the fights. So yeah, I just wanted to stop in. I'm not going to Longhorn Steakhouse, unfortunately.
Ah, damn it.
Not getting my chicken from Longhorn Steakhouse. Not that fancy.
No Texas Roadhouse chicken fried steak.
No, I don't go to the steakhouse and get the chicken. But my favorite fight of the night. The first fight of the night, I'm really excited about. I'm excited to find out if Vinicius is at all got any goods in him. I'm super pumped for this fight against Ricky Simone. I think he's going to crack him.
Dude, it's crazy that it's like the curtain jerker because it does seem to be like
it's a great fight.
Kind of fight.
Yeah. There's like 3 or 4 fights much worse that should be before it. But whatever.
I agree that the bout placement for this one is a little off. Like you could definitely put.
And I also don't get me wrong, I respect Ricky Simone a lot too, and I don't want to see my bet on Vinicius lose, but and I don't want to be wrong to you. Don't get me wrong, but if he is going to be beat, I want to see Ricky come on and kind of just steamroll him and just show a little bit of the levels. I always like when the people who've been in the UFC for a long time, even if they're like Ricky Simone or Batistas of the world, prove why they're there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Definitely don't want to see
I'm not trying to see a lay and pray decision that doesn't show us anything about Ricky Simone to where he's on the second fight from the bottom next fight because he just did enough to beat a Vinicius Oliveira. He needs a roll.
I agree. I hope he feels disrespected and kind of fucking yeets on him. But I can
see. Or we find out Vinicius is this guy who's actually built up through the regionals. And I mean, again, the ways Vinicius has lost on the regionals has been he's gotten killed. Right. So he's not gone out there and just gotten laid and preyed on. But again, Ricky Simone. So I hope it turns out to be a good fight. But the whole card is pretty good, honestly. The Ortega thing is what it is. But I had to take it on Ortega, so I love it.
Right. What up, Pavlovich? What are you doing?
Beto Mickey.
You're stubborn, you're Irish, you're on the show. What's up?
Shit, dude. My bad, guys.
Put down your Longhorn steak.
My wife just got back from Fort Wayne, Indiana to take her test to get certified finally as a nurse in the United States. So
nice, stuff. Dude. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. It's been a long journey. So
awesome.
Fuck yeah. When did she find out?
Well, I think we'll find out Monday, but there's a secret. If you if you pay for the for a following test and they return your money within 3 hours after you take the test, you passed.
Oh,
nice.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
A nice little hack there. A little
hack.
Early hack.
Yeah. So long journey from Colombia, going to school there, everything, and then moving here, and then our lives past 10 years plus. So anyways, yeah, good stuff, man.
That's awesome.
How are you guys doing?
Real life. Congratulations. We love it.
Yeah, hey, we've talked about real life, man. Some people live it. So
but yeah, no, I'm excited for this card and everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to say because I do have to dip here in a second, but I'll keep listening. But we have off next week, right? There's no card next week.
Yep.
Fantastic. I need a fucking break. And then the week after that is absolutely horrendous. Real quick, I know this is the pre-show for next week or for this card. But I have the Chris Duncan whisper on the phone with me here. So Chris Duncan plus 205 against Nazim. Tell me why I shouldn't be betting that right now.
Nazim Sadikov?
Yes.
Great.
Plus 205.
I can't tell you not to bet that because I mean.
Well, I already did, so that's good.
I will probably
I bet this just real quick. I know this is way ahead, but for Denver, two bets I like. I like Josh Fremd at plus 105 against Petrosky at elevation. Josh Fremd for trains in Denver. Petrosky's going to fall off a cliff. I get it. You can lie, but Petrosky's probably not going to win any rounds. He sucks. He shouldn't be favored. So Josh Fremd plus 105 I like, and plus 205 on Chris Duncan. And then there was one other I liked, another dog there, but I can't remember who it is. But go check out that Denver card for any lines you like, because I feel like Chris Duncan's not going to get better than plus 205. But
I'll tell you what, with your boy Petrosky, man, fuck the cardio. I'm worried about his chin at this point.
But yeah, exactly, everything. But Fremd in Denver plus 105.
That's a good one.
Hello. We are back. Okay.
All right, I gotta go, but it's not because Moiz showed up. It's just because I gotta go.
All right, hey, dude, I appreciate you coming through. Peace, brother.
I literally was saying I had to go before you did. So, anyways, enjoy the fights. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, brother. You too, man.
Peace out, Zhang Li.
Peace, homie. Let's go.
Let's
fucking go. What up, Moiz?
I'm good. What about you guys?
Yeah, same old bullshit. I mean, you didn't miss much. We're we're getting right into it, man. We were just talking about the first fight, actually. And Propaholic has made an appearance, it seems. So what up, Prop?
Great.
So let's go. So yeah, Moiz or Stubborn Mick, actually, you popped in here a little earlier, so you get first dibs on this one. What do you think about this curtain jerker, Ricky Simone and Vinicius Oliveira?
I mean, so for me, looking at this fight just for what it is, I feel like Ricky would be kind of foolish not to just wrestle right away and get this thing to the ground. I don't think he's going to necessarily do that, of course. I'm not saying he can't. We've already talked about it behind the scene, but throughout the week. But I don't think it's not that he can't win it on the feet at all. It's, to me, it's so easy compared to anything else he could be doing, right? So that's really what I hope he would do if you back him. It's weird because I see so many people picking, Lock Dog or whatever, and like I don't see a lot of blind movement to say that, though. Do you?
It's weird. Like, yeah,
it's like they're doubling down on Ricky almost. If in fact people are actually betting.
It's a battleground fight, as I was saying with Aaron. But yeah, go ahead.
But the line is so weird for that. Would I be shocked if Ricky got flash knocked out? Of course not. But at the same time, I don't think he's quite as skinny as people think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. And I think that the later rounds will favor him, especially if he incorporates wrestling. It'll wear on his tank. So I think Ricky's got the cardio to go a hard 3, which I don't know if Lock Dog does. But we'll find out. So, yeah, I would favor Ricky towards the end. Round 3 or maybe even decision.
Right on. So I'm going to shout out the chat real quick. What up, homie Noah? What you doing, man? I know, Wildin'. Mick Wildin'. What up, Joey? What you doing, man? Shout out to my dude, Joey. He made his debut on the podcast this week. Yeah, Aaron cracking jokes. The line's moving the other way with Vinny, I know. So yeah, Moiz, what do you think about this curtain jerker? Aaron said that it's one of the fights he's most excited about. I am excited as well. I'm on Ricky, but what are you doing with this one?
I'm on Ricky Simone, Ricky Lake.
Let's fucking go.
He has a huge wrestling edge here. The thing is, for Ricky Simone, he has to finish him inside 2 rounds, most likely. From Oliveira's record, I can't see any Russian or American chain wrestlers he has fought, so Oliveira is going to struggle. My only concern is what happens if it goes to round 3. Then the guy who hasn't been wrestling will have the cardio edge, and you might see another highlight to round 3 KO. That's the only issue I have with this fight. But Ricky should get this done via second round stoppage. Hopefully get 2 takedowns in round 1. It will lead to Oliveira lowering his guard, anticipate the takedown, and will leave openings for his head to be knocked out. So
that is exactly what I'm thinking, Big Moiz, and I'm glad you brought that up because I've heard a lot of this fight seems to be has the community split in any seems to anyway. But most people that are on the Ricky Simone side are saying either it's going to be the wrestling, like a wrestling-based decision, or maybe GMP. I think he can just spark this dude out on the feet. I don't think Ricky has the best striking in the world. He's not the fastest, but he does have a little pop in his hands, and he is willing to stand there and trade. And I fucking know Vinicius is, and the dude's been stopped. Yeah. One of them was an injury stoppage, but he's been knocked out twice. One of them is a pretty good prospect. The other is a fucking jabroni. So I think Ricky's
that's also the concerning part for Vinicius, because if you know Ali Taleb, if you follow him through the years, he his cardio and his pace falls off after round 1. So that he got and he got finished by him in round 3. Right. I'm pretty confident that Shimon is has faster hands than Ali Taleb, so he'll land that overhand right in round 2 and knock him out.
So I don't think that he's gonna like be a gas bag like Sopai. Like Ricky, even if he gets tired, man, he'll fucking wrestle hard for 15 minutes. Like I've seen him.
Absolutely, he can. Hey, dude, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right, like, dude, he can. I don't see him falling off a cliff, and I can't see him getting caught.
Get that stuff out there. That's all they do.
So yeah, dude, there's some wrestling ass motherfuckers now. That's what Brady Heastan and Kiesa, all them motherfuckers. They just wrestling. But so yeah, I can't remember he getting knocked out though. Like Vinicius, like as much shit as I was giving Lou, the dude does crack, and like that would be my fucking luck.
If he does get cracked though, it's probably his own fault for not wrestling enough. If that happens,
right. So, but yeah, this is a good fight. So I'm with Aaron, man. I'm really excited for this one. It could be way further up the card, and like it's a great opportunity for both dudes and a good test for both of them.
Yeah. Speaking on that, why is Arlovsky Boudet not the first fight on the card? Honestly, God,
it should be. And no disrespect to the Saruya kid, you could make that the first fight on the card.
Absolutely. The Japanese crowd could catch it.
Yeah. He can. He does hit hard. I don't think he's as hard as Song, but he does hit hard for sure. So what up, Dominique? What you doing? Same old bullshit, I reckon. It's a party now. Shit, it's a party now. Move over, Mick. All right. The couch here. So yeah, spark it up, smoke something, drink something. Where are we, boys? We're talking about Hernandez and Saruya.
Oosh.
So I'll kick this one off. I got Saruya. I think he wins a decision. I can maybe see a sub, but for some reason I just don't think he's going to run right through Hernandez. I could be totally wrong about that, but it's not a strong read in any case. But give me the Japanese debutante here, but no bet, no nothing. Moiz, what are you gonna do with this one?
Yeah, this is more or less the same fight between Charles Johnson and Esteban, if you remember that. Only issue is that Saruya is he hasn't proven anything yet, you're right. So
right.
I look at his stats. 15 significant strikes, 23 significant strikes. Hernandez can land 100 strikes in one round. So if you're looking for a draw bet, here it is.
Oh shit.
A 10-8 in round 3.
Boy, this is the king of the draw speaking too, man. For anybody that doesn't know, for anybody new to this channel or doesn't isn't familiar with Moiz, Moiz is the king of the fucking draw. I've seen him personally just hit some ridiculous fucking draws. The dude at the bottom there, the avatar there, that's the king of the draw in the building right now. So he's whispering, he's saying
let's go crazy. Okay.
Yeah, you see Daffy Duck playing with himself. That's the king of the draw.
Yeah, but
Noah likes Hernandez. Oh, shit.
Look, Ray is spending so much energy in round 1 and round 2. By round 3, he'll be so exhausted and most likely get subbed himself. So.
Yeah, I don't think I said this on Aaron's show. I think I said on the podcast too. This kid is not Tatsuro to me. He is not Taira.
Taira is so high level.
Yeah, Tatsuro is the goods. He's as advertised. I'm not saying this kid is not going to win this fight, but I'm not going to throw -500 into a parlay myself. And no thanks. I want to see what I got first. But what do you think here, Mick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to throw Ricky Simone into a parlay because of all the outliers there. So I definitely don't want to throw -500 road to the UFC in a parlay. But that being said, I'm not going to waste time on this, really. I think that this is pretty cut and clear a decision for Ray. I think he's a slow starter. He'll take his time. He's not going to force anything. And that's just kind of what this is going to be. And it's going to be boring.
This guy came to the UFC by beating an Indonesian and a Chinese guy.
Great.
And no disrespect to Carlos Hernandez. I think Carlos Hernandez is an okay fighter. I mean, for what he is, I don't think he's a high-end jobber even or mid-life. Like he's just there. Like he's one of those guys you just keep to test other new guys. That's
exactly, dude. It's like he's decent enough to where if you are like not ready for the UFC, like he'll probably like show you, but he's very beatable too. So like if you are a good fighter, you can make an example out of Carlos Hernandez like that. So I just don't know if this kid is that yet or not, though. So that's why I was kind of like,
I mean, if this Japanese guy is tired, then he's tired. No, I mean, no superpowers or his athleticism is going to help him round 3.
Right. General likes the best sub, man.
Yeah.
Alex is going to be screaming at the fucking screen for 15 minutes. Why is he not moving?
Carlos is a black belt, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's why I just like, no thanks.
Rui is what? Blue belt? Come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know. That's man. So what's Carlos Hernandez's money line?
Plus 400.
Yeah, 400 probably.
He could end up being the sneaky big dog of the night, man.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved with.
I'm not either, but he could be.
That's definitely a dog or pass. So pass.
Yeah.
This one right here. Dominique, it was this one right here.
The crowd is going to chant USA, and he's going to cry. Oh, they're chanting USA.
Seppuku.
Mommy, where's Daddy?
Seppuku.
All right. So what's the next fight? Oh, it's Booty Cheeks and fucking Arlavsky.
You start this one off because I don't want to.
Dude, I was so fucking tempted to bet Andre Arlovsky. I'm not going to do it. It feels like Arlovsky or pass from a betting standpoint. I'm going to be a little punk and pick Budai, but it won't shock me at all if Arlovsky wins the greasiest, grimiest gopher guts of a fucking split you ever seen in your life before. But I want nothing to do with it. Another one where it's like, you could have easily made this the fucking first fight of the night. I just can't tell what they're doing here, man. Like, Arlovsky gets paid a lot to show, dude. And Budai, like, he's a former, like, morbidly obese gamer who, like, got in shape, became a fighter, like, decent skill set, I guess, but, like, not very fleet of foot. I can see Arlovsky pulling a greasy one off here. I no thanks. I'll fucking pass. But Mick, what are you gonna do with this one?
Yeah, I think Budai can get a sub here if he really wants it, but I don't know if he's going to go for it. So I just never know what Budai is going to show up, and that's my issue. I'm going to go ahead and say Budai wins in a greasy ass split decision, and it's stupid. It's a horrible fight. We all realize that Arlovsky needs to hang it up again, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. What do you think, Moiz? Are you gonna take the shot on Andre?
Butte by sub. If you check out his Instagram, he's been grappling with Aspinall, and that's why he's in so good shape this time. You know, look at his shoulders. He's well conditioned this time. So submission it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad way to play it, I guess. Definitely did not wanted nothing to do with the money line. I pushed back on it on the podcast. I just don't want anything to do with it. Budai could win. He could sub him. Arlovsky could win a decision. I don't have a strong read on it. It seems like just too greasy, man. But best of luck to everybody.
This is the one that Timothy Troiano pointed out is 40-1 for the Americana for Budai on BetMGM. It's pretty wild.
What's fucked up about that though is like with those arm locks, like those fucking double wrist lock submissions, they could get like they can kind of fuck you with the semantics sometimes.
They could.
Like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is an Americana, not a key lock, or this is, I mean, Kimura and like Americana, like it's obvious what the difference is. But with the key lock and the fucking Americana, I don't know. That's crazy.
Like you should split the wager both ways. I don't know. Yeah,
right.
That's cool.
Dominique says fight start 2 or 3, whatever. Whatever's the best line. Yeah, I don't hate that, man. I don't think they're like I don't think this one ends in the first round either. If
No.
Budai does get a submission, I think it's probably second or third. But I can see an Arlovsky split decision too, whatever that fucking is. I don't hate that bet. But we can move on, man. I just no. That's a no good thing. I don't know how much better this one is. Robertson and Watterson Gomez. I guess it's not the worst fight just to look at, I guess, if it's grappling heavy, but no. Mick, what do you have with this?
I think it wildly favors Robertson, in my opinion. Just everything, trajectory of both careers, age, wrestling size. I don't know if this is going to be much of a fight, but it could be if it stays on the feet. I just don't know if it will. I think Robertson probably gets a sub round 2 or 3, and that's just how I feel. I think that Michelle Watterson Gomez has other things going on in her life more important than this. She's just fighting for fun, whereas Jillian Robertson has made changes, and I don't know, it's just different. I think they're at different places in life, and I think it's going to show. So, give me Jillian Robertson round 2-3 sub combo.
All right, so you like red. What are you doing, Moiz? What are you doing with this one?
There's no substitute for red. Okay, Jillian by submission. Let's go.
Nice.
Size matters.
Any one in particular you're feeling? Armbar, rear naked choke, arm triangle.
Gilly.
Oh, like does she fucking drop for it, or does she pull like power Gilly? Does she do like
she can do the Sam Patterson setup, drag her down by the neck and just lock it in.
Agree. Nice. So I'm pulling for red. I'm pulling for booty cheeks and red. They're the first 2 legs of the Zhang Li, and let me I did not make the banner for that, so I'm gonna do that right now. But yeah, basically how I feel about this fight is this. It's kind of binary. I feel like it's gonna go one of 2 ways. To me, anyway. There's obviously, like, in every single fight, there's multiple outcomes that could happen. But for me, this one is gonna go one of 2 ways. Either Robertson gets the sub, like y'all are saying. I can see Michelle Watterson winning like a split decision too. If she just keeps it on the feet, like, she's not the best striker in the world, but like I think she's a little bit better of a striker than Jillian, especially at distance with her kicks and shit. So I'm hoping that Jillian can drag it to the mat because I do think she has a massive advantage there. And the pick is Jillian. I think she's going to fuck Michelle. If she gets on top of Michelle, she is going to fuck her off really badly. GNP or submission is my pick. And obviously she's in the Zhangri. So yes for Jillian. But
to back to your point, though, I agree. Like, I think you're actually being kind with Robertson's striking ability. I don't think it's very good at all.
It's not. And but like Michelle, she's not some bruiser or anything. She's just kind of like a point fighting karate chick, but I think she could maybe make it like just boring and lame on the feet and just just like Chun Li.
Yeah, that's Chun Li.
Yeah,
that was a great reference. I love that.
Air Chun Li, but it's kind of like Street Fighter. If you just stay away, she just and she doesn't hit anything. But I've seen her win fights like that. So let's go red. Red, get her ass down, choke her the fuck out.
Yeah.
Cash for the boys. Let's go.
Yep.
What is next? Peyton Talbot and Giannis Gamori. Stubborn Mick, why don't you kick this one off for us?
All right. Yeah, I think Talbot round 2 KO. I don't think this is much of a fight either. The lines show that way. I don't know if the lines directly reflect, but maybe they do. It's a pretty wide line. Definitely can't do much of that, but I would assume that Talbot gets he seems to take his time and plays with his food a little bit. So
yeah,
I don't think he's in any hurry to get a quick knockout. But I don't know. It's just not his thing. I think he's definitely volume based, and it's his accuracy is such that it just overwhelms people to the point where their body just says enough. And I think that's kind of what's going to happen here. And I think I like what Moiz said in the Dome chat. Shout out to Dome. That it makes sense. He's going to try to go on a pay-per-view card like this. He's going to be going for bonus hunting. So I agree with that. Sorry to jump the gun on you, Moiz, but I thought that was a really good point when you said that. So Round 2, knockout. Talbot.
What do you think, Moiz?
PASS. Pass. It's redundant, those lines, betting lines. Forget about it. Yeah. All I gotta say is that Gemori, he's not a bum. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mick. I'm with both y'all because I'm gonna pass on this like a motherfucker. The line is stupid. It's telling you not to bet the Talbot money line, but I feel like if you are gonna bet Talbot, it's like you just go for the round and the finish. I could actually see sub or knockout, but I'm with you, Mick. I think it's a second or third round, like attritional kind of knockout. But yeah, I don't feel incredibly strongly about it. I think Talbot probably finishes in gets.
I have no bet on this fight whatsoever.
But yeah, I'll say this: like Talbot is someone that I was really impressed with his last fight, but I've been looking to try and fade him. So I'm not gonna it's tempting, that huge fucking underdog line, but it's no. I watched some of the tape on Gamori, and Talbot is a way crisper striker. And while I agree with Moiz that he's not a bum, I just think Talbot is better, certainly in the stand-up, and I think that he probably breaks him 2 or 3. So yeah, I think that'd probably be if I was gonna bet it.
This is only his 9th fight in MMA, so I think they're just trying to slowly roll him around. That's push him forward. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I'm actually not excited for this one. It's, I mean, you probably hear my voice. It's I think Talbot's probably going to crush him at some point. Like you said, play with his food a little bit and then just be all right, fuck it, and then just smash him. But
I think I got better lines when I bet Kayla Harrison versus bums like Cindy Dandois and Gina Fabian. So think about it. Think about it. So.
Maybe I will think about it, boys. I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Did everybody go there? Yeah, I think we covered it. All right. I starting this one. I like Charles. I thinking Charles Jourdain. He beating this guy better everywhere, and I think I would be impressed by his performance. I thinking Charles 2nd, 3rd round knockout submission. And yes, Evelyn saying for Flinch Canada.
I got Silva by decision.
Fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. Whatever.
I mean, if you have seen some regional fights lately, they they've been favoring power shots instead of volume.
Favor your butt.
So the more eye-pleasing and crowd-pleasing shots will be landed by Silva, and it will persuade the judges to score the round for him. And then Charles Jourdain is going to cry, oh, I missed weight. Okay, that's it. And the line is good, plus 350, plus 320 for Silva by decision. Why not?
All right, break the tie, Mick. Are you with me or are you with Moises? Dumb.
So my second, I have a bunch of different action on the Jillian Robertson fight. So the next fight that I have action on, I'll post this later on my Twitter or whatever X. This one I took an early line on Charles, and the reason was because I thought, man, minus 120 seems weird for a fight like this. And then the more I saw the week go by and I looked into it more, I'm like, maybe a little buyer's remorse, but I put 1.1 units on Charles. But at the same time, I do not like when fighters miss weight. It's very unprofessional. I think Charles is pretty pissed off about it if you watch the weigh-ins or the ceremonial weigh-ins. He's not very happy.
I think he is. I agree with you. Sorry, not to cut you off.
And he's just not. I can tell. Dana even pulled him aside and talked to him afterwards. And the way Silva was acting on stage, like he was in his face. I think if you fucking miss weight and you're a fucking faggot like that, don't be getting in some dude's face. Like, seriously. You fucking – it's like showing up to work late and then proclaiming, I'm here, motherfuckers. Like,
yeah.
Dude, what are you doing? I don't like that shit at all. So maybe that's got me biased a lot. But the problem is here, I don't know if this is going to play to his advantage at all or not. I just don't. I don't know if he's in bad shape or if he just didn't give a. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows, and that's the problem. So, yeah, I can see the side where you take Silva, but this is Silva's first fight in the UFC, right?
No, he knocked out Weston Wilson.
Okay. Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah. So this is his first fight in the UFC.
No, this is his second fight. So he knocked out Weston Wilson.
Yeah. Again, this is his first fight in the UFC. I just think that this is definitely a bigger test than that. So we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. That's funny. So yeah, for sure. And this is the thing. Like, I watched the tape on Silva. He's fucking sloppy, man. He's really fucking sloppy. I can see Charles countering him. I think Charles is the way crisper striker. I think he's going to tune this motherfucker up.
But Charles also, the one thing that does concern me about this, I was going to do, is that like I don't like how he fights down to his competition sometimes. That does bother me.
He does, but then like when he's motivated, man, he usually gets a fucking finish. I think he's going to knock this motherfucker out. I think John Silva is a fraud. I think he's the runt of the fucking shoota box or the fighting, not shoota box, the fighting nerds. I think he's the runt of the fighting nerds litter. And I think that I'm with you, dude. It's super unprofessional to miss weight. It doesn't mean he'll lose, but like he missed weight and he looked like shit doing it. Like some guys, you can tell it's like they missed on purpose and it's like, yep, I'm here, take it or leave it. But he looked like all out of sorts and like, I don't know, man. I think people love to shit on Charles Jourdain. I think people like back him too much and lose their ass. And then people are like, fuck this guy. He fucking cost me. I get a lot of that energy from people that don't like Charles Jourdain because he looks really good on paper. And sometimes, like you said, like doesn't like drops the ball or I just don't think the dude is this. I don't think Silva is the level of guy that's going to like make him fuck up like that. You know what I'm saying?
He catches people at bad times too. Like I think he caught Sean Woodson at the worst time. Like Sean Woodson is.
People comparing this. You can't compare this to the Sean Woodson fight.
You can't. Sean Woodson's fighting the best he's ever fought in his career right now.
And like Sean, just like
not even the same fighter, right? I get
build like the fighting style. It's not close, man. Sean Woodson is
the length of Sean Woodson is such a problem for most guys.
He is like, and he's a polished boxer. Like John Silva, like wings like a fucking sloppy two-piece into a. I don't think that's gonna work on Jourdain, but we'll see, man.
I don't either. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my guns. I gotta do that sometimes, you
know. Yeah. Silva, I would say probably more of a striker. I would say, but like he's got grappling.
But I do agree with what you said too about like sometimes Jourdain. He gets put. I think he's the male version of Lupita Godinez in the sense that there's a lot of people that unjustifiably are too hard on her, and then there's other people that just overhype her, and there's somewhere in the middle, and that's kind of Jourdain.
That's a good comparison. That's a good.
Just not fighting style, but just the way people perceive them.
Right, for sure. So we can. So I do Charles. I having Charles, me and Big Show. Shout out to my dude Big Show. Charles Jourdain is both my and Big Show's leg in the Locker Room Talk podcast.
Oh, God, that really spiced it up.
You like that,
dude? What did that bring it? What did that bring the 3-leg to?
Oh, dude, it made my 3-leg. It made our 3-leg like plus it. So I'm gonna unveil the 2-leg here in the core 2-leg in a second, but just the 2-leg was plus money. With Charles Jourdain, it was like plus 300 after putting Charles on it.
That's spicy.
Yeah. So I think it's if he does win, it's gonna end up being a fucking gift money line. So let's fucking go. Moiz, you can start this one out, brother. I will be right back, but y'all go ahead and cook on this one, man. Cub Swanson, Andre Fili.
Cub Swanson Nation all day. I don't give a fuck if he's 40 years old. He's fighting Andre Touchy Philly Billy. Okay. Cub Swanson by robbery or KO. Let's go.
So you think it's going to be the Dawadu fight?
The thing is, Cub can land the overhand right more efficiently against a guy like Philly. constantly drops his left hand, and his guard gets less defensive as the fight goes on. So again, Cubs gonna land the bombs, and the crowd is gonna go yeah, and the judges is gonna go yeah. So yeah,
I definitely think this fight goes to decision.
yeah,
I think Andre Fili is way too fucking wild and crazy and stupid sometimes the way he fights, which, dude, he's a brave motherfucker. He's got balls of steel, but he does way too many stupid shit. Too much stupid shit for me to back him at that number, too. What the fuck? There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no
Yeah.
way. So, dog or pass? I think Andre Fili definitely win this fight. I don't know if Cub Swanson shows up the way he has recently in some of these fights where he looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think he.
He'll win this fight. He could definitely win this fight. So, yeah, give me the dog, whatever. Cub Swanson. But I'm not digging any action.
Faster hands and tall man defense. So yeah, I think he'll retire when he gets his hand raised. So
If he knocks him out here, he should definitely retire. That'd be going out.
yeah, feels like Robbie Lawler versus
Nico?
Price. Yeah. You know,
Where did Just My 2 Cents go?
probably take a shit. You know.
Despicable.
Golly, y'all can't keep a stream going for 3 fucking minutes.
Oh,
I just want to take a piss. Well, I guess y'all covered it. Yeah, I like this one. It's another weird fight. It seems like this one could maybe even. I know it's still like the prelims, but I feel like you can maybe. I don't know. I guess it's decent. I was gonna say you can maybe have it further down, but I guess it's an all right fight. It seems like a fight that should have happened like 5 years ago or something.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just like
That would also be really sad if they made this the first fight of the night. No one was there, and Cub Swanson retired.
Well, I'm not saying it's like should be the first fight, but like maybe the early prelim headliner.
Sure.
But I don't think it's like a bad fight in and of itself.
No.
I will just say that I was kind of like feeling Andre, kind of feeling touchy-feely at the beginning of the week, but I'm on the Cub Swanson side as well. I'm not betting it because it seems like a lot of people are on Cub Swanson now, like Cub Swanson knockout. I got Cub Swanson by decision, but pass here, man.
If his money line was like plus 200, I'd think about it, but not that.
Dude, like I don't want to lay minus 200, 250 on Feely or whatever, and I just don't really want to be betting a 40-year-old dude. Like I can see Cub losing a decision. I think Feely is the better wrestler. I can see Cub's a black belt. Like he's a fucking good grappler, but like he's been out grappled more than a few times. Feely been chin more than a few times, and like I think
the Joe Anderson burrito fight was horrendous.
I think he's tougher. I think he hits harder. But like Feely, Feely isn't like pillow fisted, and I can see Andre like winning a decision himself. So just one I don't want anything to fucking do with. But yeah, I feel like it's Swanson or pass for betting, but it's just big old pass, man.
I hope it's a fun fight. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Hey man, best picks tonight wins $200.
I need to do that one day.
It's easy free. It's an easy free roll, man.
I probably should try it.
It's easy. Like
maybe I'll do it today.
You go to the website. All you have to do is put in an email and like a password, and that's
the part I get to. And I'm like, nah, I got time for that.
Super easy. But yeah, so that pretty much covers that fight. It's like it's a weird one. Again, it's not a bad fight, but it's like maybe should have been in 2016 or something.
His Feely is just too volatile for me. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's his chin is starting to go a little bit, and he
doesn't give a fuck about getting hit. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he likes to brawl a little bit too much. And Cub likes yeah. But yeah, let's fucking go. So yeah, Joey's on Cub. I thought about it, man. I thought about maybe betting Swanson, but I can't do it, man. I kind of did. So let's talk about being Joe Pyfer and being Marc-Andre Power Barbario. Moiz, what do you think?
I have the power bottom by submission round 2 or round 3.
Nice. So this is like your what were you saying last week? Your Tricoli by submission just out of fucking nowhere. Marc-Andre Barrett just so when it hits you can say I told you.
Yeah, you can see. Look at the head strike efficiency of Pfeiffer. It's not even 30%. And if you can't hit the head, then how are you gonna knock this guy out?
Can't hit Barrio. Can't
I
hit.
mean,
Who can't hit Marc-Andre Barrio, bro?
if you can't hit Hermansson the head and knock him out, what's gonna happen? He's
Dude,
gonna
Moiz,
tire
that
himself
is
out.
the worst. Go ahead.
Mark has great cardio. He can just push him against the fence and frustrate him. And by round 2 or 3, what does Pfeiffer do? He gets frustrated and starts trying to wrestle.
Round
And
3.
he'll be ready for the guillotine, the mounted guillotine, and get topped out. And then, no, I was tired. I'm from. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm from Philadelphia. My mother and father left me.
What
Blah
belt
blah
is-
blah blah.
We're
Fuck
talking
you.
about the belts. What belt is Barrio?
I think it's black belt.
Is that the one his dad used to beat him with?
Yeah. So yeah, that as well. So yeah, you saw what Hermansson did. You know, kind of kicked him in the calf, and
He's a fucking blue belt, Moiz. Shut the
So-
fuck up. You're a fucking.
I want to know how he's going to survive 5 rounds with Hermanson, but he's going to get subbed in the second or third by Barrio.
yeah, but I heard, you know, I heard everything.
I'm just curious. I want to know how he survived Hermanson, because I think
I heard
Hermanson
everything Hermansson.
Hold on. Everyone, just shut the fuck up for a second. Moiz, are you done with your? Are you still going? Because I don't want to cut you off if you're still making.
No, I said against Hermansson, I heard everything his corner said. I even met the guy who cornered him. I heard everything they said, and it was perfectly planned what they did. So they took away his lead leg, and then they knew he wouldn't be able to, you know, with his dumbass striking accuracy to hit him. Yeah, that's how he won. So it's gonna happen again, just like against Jonathan Patti. You know, he can't finish the guy in round 1. He'll get frustrated and try to finish him in the ground, and the guillotine will be there, and he's gonna tap out. It's happened before against the jabroni, like I say. Oh, it's a jabroni. So a jobber.
Okay, well, so Moiz, I love that you just bold-faced lied about what belt Barrio was. He's a fucking blue belt, and I love your bullshit fucking false equivalency comparing a fucking top 10 middleweight to Marc-Andre Barrio, who is like, has he even fucking sniffed the top 15 of the division? Has he ever been ranked before? If he did, I would be stunned.
Pfeiffer is not a top 10. Come on, man. He's not even top 20.
If he would have beat Chris Curtis, he probably would have got it.
Dude, like, so yeah, I love that. I love the
he knocked out Amadovsky.
I love the bold-faced lie, dude. Like, yeah, he's a black belt. He's a black belt. He's a fucking blue belt. And he's not even close to the fighting style of Jack Hermansson. Jack Hermansson is a stick and move, wonky, run away on the outside. Barrio does nothing but Terminator forward and just literally, he's one of the most hittable dudes there is. Yes.
He puts on a pace. He's going to get tired. Who's going to get tired?
For sure.
MAB or this cracker from Philadelphia?
Moiz. Am I going to have to mute you? I'll let you talk now. Again, Hermansson and Barrio are not close to the same fight. They're not close to the same level, and they're not close to the same fighting style. Comparing the grappling of Jack Hermansson to Marc-Andre Barrio is dumb as fuck. Like, they're not in the same fucking universe. Jack Hermansson's a high-level black belt. Marc-Andre Barrio is a blue belt. This is a classic Moiz, just let me think of the most contrarian fucking angle and method that no one will see, that's for restonkulous odds. So on the outside chance that it hits, he can say, I told you. It's not going to hit, though. You know why? Because it's not going into the second or third round. Joe Pfeiffer is going to fucking slump this dude within like a minute and a half. Barrio is one of the most hittable fucking dudes there is. Joe Pfeiffer cracks. This is a step down. He's going to get back on track here, and he fucking slumps him. Go ahead, Mick.
I would say Joe Piper would be where I want to lean, but I'm not going to really take action on this outside of it's in the Zhongli, right? Is this in the Zhongli parlay?
Joe Piper is in the Zhongli, correct?
Yeah, so that's the only way I would take this fight. I don't like the odds, but at the same time, and I'm worried about his cardio. I'm not going to lie. If Homer Simpson, dodges the death for the first 7.5 minutes, and then Piper shows he's tired, and there's enough residual damage the other way to where I don't know. I don't like this. I didn't like the way he looked in that 5-round fight. I know it's different, and maybe that was his first 5-round fight. And I do hope. I shouldn't say plan. I bet he plans though on taking this a little bit different and learning a lot from fighting Jack Hermansson. This is just a significant step down. But yeah, I think more often than not, Joe Piper's the way. But if it's in the 3rd round, Joe Piper isn't looking good cardio-wise, maybe you do take a little poke on MAB live. I don't know. But I really don't want anything to do with it outside of, Zhongli. Just because of the odds. So, if you're confident in the first round knockout for Piper or first round 1 or 2, I get it. Just not for me. So, yeah. But I would lean Piper.
Yep. So Piper is the play. I think he slumps him. I think Barrio is he's 34. It's not like he's pillow fisted. He's a good striker and he does have good cardio, but Piper's not going to fall off it. He's going to be able to hit this dude so fucking easily. I think it's going to look a lot more like the Chidi and Joe Kawani fight. And Barrio, he's not really fighting a bunch of power punchers, man. And when he does, he fucking gets it. I think he's going to get it here bad.
Well, you didn't think Julian You don't think Julian Marquez is a power puncher?
I mean, I think Joe Piper hits a lot harder than Julian Marquez.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
What's up, Jimmy? Nice, dude. So Jimmy going to 303.
Good. Shout out to Jimmy the fucking drunk, man. He's the dude.
Yeah, Jimmy's a cool barrage. So I think we pretty much covered that. Moiz is on Barrio.
Canada. Let's go.
You should do a Canadian parlay, Moiz.
Moiz on Barrio by sub. I'm gonna go. I got Piper. Piper is in the. He is in the core of the Locker Room Talk podcast parlay. So yeah, I'm definitely going to bat with Joe Piper this week. Let's fucking go. I think he gets back on track. I think this is a very winnable fight for him.
Okay.
But next fight. MVP, geez. Ian Machado, Gary. I will kick this one off. I think Ian Gary wins a decision. MVP is a good fighter. And he's a very flat. I mean, we all fucking know what he is. We've seen MVP fight. He is all those things. He's everything that people say he is. He's a can crusher. He's a athletic, dynamic striker when it comes to counter punching, and he's pretty fast for his age, and he's a good striker. But he is a can crusher. And I was just saying about how Hermansson and Barrio aren't close to the same fighting style. I don't think Gary and Kevin Holland are either. Kevin Holland, the footwork is not close, man. Ian Gary has much better footwork than Kevin Holland, and I just think he's gonna fight a smarter fight. I think this is gonna be a glorified sparring match. I just think Gary's gonna chew up his legs. He's gonna land some, body kicks and maybe get a few boxing combos off. MVP is just too low volume, and I don't think he starches him. Maybe he does. Gary's been dropped before. MVP does, he's not pillow fisted, man. He does hit hard. But short of getting sparked out, not that he can't win a decision, but I just feel like Gary wins a decision a little more often. Younger fighter, works at a higher clip, more leg kicks. I just feel like MVP is going to be maybe a little knockout dependent. And for a dude that's low volume, he's going to have to land the biggest shots in 2 of the rounds. And I don't know, man. I just think Gary beats him. But I don't think MVP is the worst bet ever. I think it's a good fight, man. This is one of the fights I'm most excited about, honestly. I didn't think I would be. I don't like MVP, and I'm not a huge Gary fan either. But where I've thought about it, I'm kind of pumped for this one, man. I want to see this how Gary does against another like kind of flashy striker. But yeah, give me the younger dude here. Oh, and before anybody else goes, I will go ahead and throw this up there. So Joe Pfeiffer and Ian Gary is the core of the parlay this week. That gets you plus money. Me and Big Show like Charles Jourdain. So sorry, I was trying to get the banner down. Me and Show both like Charles Jourdain. And you can see Billy. Well, let me take this down. Billy's on Ray Saruya, and Joey is. God damn it, where is it? Oh, this is comments. Joey's on Macy, but
wow, that's bold.
Yeah. So yeah, Joey was saying, yeah, you think that's spicy?
That's a bold pick. Wow.
So yeah, yeah, ballsy because that's a pick 'em now. We'll get to that fight in a second, but yeah, yeah, let's go fucking Ian Gary. But whoever wants to go next can, man. Moiz, Mick, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I took action on MVP early. I got him at 1+130. If you're, and I don't notice, I don't know if I necessarily like it as much now. I do not like Ian Gary as a person, as a human, as a fighter. I think he's a bit of a hype train, to be honest. I think, but I do worry is that I do think both guys, honestly, neither guy gets hit a lot, but when both guys have been hit cleanly in the past, it's not looked good. Like Ian's shown some where he's overcome a lot of obviously he's undefeated, so he's overcome a lot of adversity, getting sparked by fucking like Jordan Williams and Kenan Song or whatever. Like that's not it. So he better be in his best behavior in this fight because I promise you, there's not another fighter on the planet that meets your momentum with their momentum in times like Michael Page since maybe Conor McGregor. Like this guy's timing is impeccable, and if he does get hurt, it won't be just stumbled. It'll be like he's out. Like he does that kind of damage to people. But I do think he probably, and this could look a lot like what Stephen Wonderboy Thompson thinks that his fight with MVP would look like. It'd be just two guys, picking from distance, and it could be a really boring fight. That's my concern. And if that happens, I would think that the UFC, and I don't know, I could see the Ian Gary decision. So that would be my worry. So I'm going to ride with MVP though. Not terribly confident, but I do think he has a shot.
Yeah, this is going to be like Izzy versus Romero and Carla versus Nazi Yunus too. Lots of just staring and so I don't know who's gonna win. So, but I'm gonna pick the black guy because he's black.
Nice. Always bet on black, says Moiz. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be a decision. I can see a split either way. I feel like if they're gonna rob anybody, they'll rob MVP. I've heard the angle that like, oh, Gary's young, he can take an angle. I think Lou was saying that. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like Gary is the one that they see the future in. Like, I feel like using him, like using MVP as a good win or a good feather in his cap rather than the other way around is like would be the narrative for me. But again, I don't think this is like really narrative. I think this is just a good fight. And I think MVP is just, gonna be, he's fast, but like, I mean, it's not like the guy he just doesn't fight good fighters a lot of the time. Like I don't know, man. His best win is probably Diego Lima, the split over Lima. Lima knocked him out in the first one, like sparked him the fuck out. And like Paul Daly cracked him. Anytime he gets hit by anybody, like Mike Perry fucked this motherfucker up, dude. I just like, he doesn't have good boxing defense against anyone with decent boxing. He just doesn't. Like he crushes cans constantly. So like, I don't know, man. I feel like if anybody's going to get hurt, it's going to be the dude that can't really fuck it. Like Gary has shown that he can get rocked and come back. Like MVP gets rocked. He don't like getting hit, man. Like I think if anybody don't like getting hit more, it's MVP. So yeah, give me Gary here. But yeah, it should be a good fight. What up, Billy? Help Billy fix his card day. I think I'm getting old. Don't you even fucking bring that energy on me, Billy Briz. I never felt. I always thought he was a little overrated. Yep, I agree, man. Like I think it's Gary's season, but and I think if anybody gets robbed, it's going to be MVP. But I think MVP could potentially knock him out because if you're getting hurt by Jordan Williams, you're getting hurt by Son Kanan, like Page can hurt you, he can knock you out. So this is a good one, man. Shout out to the 25 in the building. Shout out to my dude Billy Briz on the podcast. Yep, a couple of podcast homies in the building, man. So. We are getting. I think this is what the pay-per-view opener, right? Moiz, you know what it is?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good curtain jerker for the pay-per-view. I think this is a pretty good fight too. Whoever wants to kick this one off can. I know my dude Joey's on Macy Chasson, as you can see, or Chasson. You can see she is his leg of the podcast parlay this week. But whoever wants to go ahead can.
Myra by sub. Lock it in. Round number 2.
Nice. Well, don't be too verbose. All right, Mick, what do you got here?
Yeah, I kind of think the same. I don't think Macy Chasson's very good.
Oh shit!
I don't. I just don't. I think that it's her nice. She had when she beat Panty for the second time. Somebody should already fought that. I don't think is very good. You know, she did take a year off after getting liver kicked on an up kick. I don't know, man. I just think she's kind of a bum. I think she's overrated, and I don't think Myra.
White trash.
I don't think
don't talk about Macy Bieber like that.
Macy Bieber.
She looks like him.
No, but seriously, like I think that Myra Bueno Silva's got her. She ain't all that either, but I think she's better than Macy, and I think Macy also has Bobo moments where she gets caught in stupid shit, or has a fucking up kick to the liver. Like I don't think it's somebody I'm going to be wanting to put my money on.
Yeah,
so,
it's Go ahead.
But it could be close, and I don't think it's impossible for her to win. I think, hopefully they throw some Ritalin in Myra Bueno Silva's water, pre-fight.
So yeah, Billy, I do remember that. Dude, she was fucking crying at the weigh-in. This is the battle of the head cases, and I'm a little surprised this wasn't the carousel fight, because this has a lot of like meme carousel potential. I think both of these fighters kind of get overrated, but to me, Macy kind of gets overhated too. Like I think she's a little bit better than some people. Like I think some people fucking got their butts hurt in the Norma Dumont fight, and she just like what you're saying.
I was on Chasson for that fight, by the way.
Like I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying just in general, like people. I get a lot of I got burned by Macy in this spot energy. Like she's really not that bad of a fighter. And I disagree with you that she's a bum. I just think that she can be kind of overrated. But I think Myra Bueno Silva is kind of a fucking head case. I think she's a fucking I just don't know if she fits the mold of like the fighters that like have broken Macy. Like she's just kind of hittable, and she's kind of a dumbass too. Like she's a fucking bobo if there ever was one. Like they both this is a bobo battle with chicks, and like
bobo bitches.
They are, man, and they're two fucking head cases.
Actually, bobo bitches. Look at these bitches.
Man. So yeah, Joey, like you and Moiz got plays on Silva. Joey got to play on Macy. So
I got no play on Silva outside of a Hail Mary.
I'm picking Macy. I think she wins the decision. I think that Bueno Silva is kind of sub or bust. I do think she can sub her, but I think she's gonna have to. I think Macy's gonna be the bigger, stronger chick and just kind of bully. And I think it's gonna end up being a lame fight, like a kind of like a clinch, cage pushy kind of Finch pushy kind of fight. So give me Chasson to win kind of a lame decision, but I don't know.
I will say this: two things on your end. There's a very prominent gambler who thinks he's a capper that went on a fucking soapbox like 4 or 5 consecutive tweets on how great Mayra Bonasova was, and he's currently like one of the worst units negative on the air. So that's one, and the other would be that Macy's quite a bit bigger than her. If this stays on the feet, I think that she's got a distinct advantage right there.
So Joey, I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, this is Stubborn Mick and Moiz, and these guys are sharp cappers, man. Moiz is the fucking king of the draw, and Mick puts all kinds of like tickets in the chat every fucking day of shit that he hits. So yeah, these definitely know what they're talking about. But yeah, I'm with Macy here. I think I am not a big, and I'm biased because I have bet and cashed with Macy before, and like Mayra, dude. I'm glad Billy's in the chat right now because I have famously like overfaded Mayra before, and Billy fed me a ton of fucking shit. I was all over Holly Holm in that fight. But I don't know, man. Like Macy.
That's easy to say in hindsight, though.
Yeah, but Macy, I don't know. She is a head case. We'll see. This is just I don't want nothing to do with this fight. So yeah, give me Macy's the pick, but I can see one of them making a mistake. But anyways, which fighter? Okay, so this is Coco. This one was thrown together. It's light heavyweight, but I'm passing on this fight, boys. I'm gonna pick Roman Dolidze, but it's not. I don't have like a strong read or like a strong take or like a fucking like real reason that I'm picking him other than like just. I think at 205 he'll be a little more durable. Like he might have better cardio. I don't know. I just feel like he's not going to be as drained. He looks like shit trying to make 185. He looked pretty good on the scales today, and like I don't know. I just feel like he's going to land the harder punches, and I think if anybody's going to get a sub, it's going to be him. I think if anybody's going to be broken, it's going to be Smith. I could see Roman winning a decision. I don't know, man. I don't feel like he's going to get Vitor Petrino. Like Roman's a good fucking grappler. And I don't know, man. But I could see Smith winning a decision too. Maybe even knocking Roman out. But nah, man, this is a fucking big pass for me. Whoever wants to go next can. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
No, go for it.
I'll pick Smith by decision. Otherwise, I just pass.
Yeah.
So this fight, man. Okay, so this was Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. Roundtree pops dirty for whatever, and then it was Carlos Ulberg versus Jamal Hill, and then I'm guessing Hill pulls out probably because Jesus Christ, if Roundtree was a bad face before face to fight, after getting brutally knocked out by Pereira, and you've had every excuse in the world on blaming everyone from Herb Dean to Pereira for that. And now you're going to face Carlos Ulberg, so I'm sure that's just a strategic move to pull out of that. And then what was it? It was Anthony Smith and Ulberg, and now it's Anthony Smith and Roman Dolidze, something of like that nature. So this is just the weirdest Pokemon fucking transformation ever to get to this point. I want nothing to do with this fight. I don't like anything in regards to Roman Dolidze other than if he gets a finish. I think the decision factors Anthony Smith, and I just gross. I think this thing could be really boring, slow pace. Roman Dolidze is so fucking low volume, but he'll hit harder. Anthony Smith, I think he might be savvy enough on short notice to pull some shit out of his ass and do enough to win a decision, I guess. So I don't know, whatever. Give me the dog.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I was tempted to bet Smith as a dog. I hit that huge dog price in his last one, but Dolidze is just way more proven. He does hit hard, and like I feel like this is going to be.
He's also coming up to 215 or 205.
Yeah, it's true. So it's like you never really know what you're going to get. I like it for him. Like he's not a huge 205er, but Smith is a pretty big light heavyweight. Like Anthony Smith is a pretty big dude. He's 6'4", probably walks in there around like 220, 230. So yeah, like I think Roman, he's a little bit smaller, but I like him. I like the way he looked on the scale today. So we'll see. But yeah, just big old pass, man.
Hell yeah.
Delete Smith decision plus 370. Deletes a decision, no bet minus 135. That's not bad. But we can press on. But yeah, this is kind of a fight. I don't want anything to do with it because like I actually kind of like it, and I just want to sit back and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I think we are at the co-main event now, boys.
Thank
Moiz
God.
audio.
Yes.
What do you think?
Diego Lopez by submission.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
Holy shit!
I think he has a point to prove who has the better BGA. So I don't think Ortega is motivated. So
I don't think you're fucking motivated.
He's from San Pedro, fire hose and Minuteman and all the good stuff. But yeah, Lopez by submission. Let's go.
Yeah, Joey likes it. That'll cash Joey's Lopez ITD ticket. What do you think, Mick?
I hope to God he goes for submission. Then he ends up on bottom because I'm telling you right now, he's going to get vet lessons for that. This motherfucker is not the guy people think he is. Okay, you've knocked out fucking who? He's knocked out Pat Cheney.
Gavin Tucker, the great.
Gavin Tucker. Gavin Tucker, the dumbest fucking shit ever in that fight. And then Pat Sabatini tries to throw fists with him, which was the easiest. I've been on Lopez this entire time. I took him by fucking knockout in both of his last fights. I like the guy a lot. This is a different level, and I really do believe that. And that's why I took Brian Ortega plus 140 earlier in the week. I think that there's multiple ways he can win this fight. I'm not saying that Lopez can't win, by the way. I just don't like this narrative that Brian Ortega is outmatched here. I just don't like it. I think that's bullshit.
Look at the hair. Who has better hair? It's Lopez. He's going to win.
With his mullet mohawk? Get the fuck out.
Look how beautiful his hair is.
I think it's fucking horrendous looking. He looks like the fucking lead singer of Hawthorne Heights, dude.
He looks like he needs a couple more tattoos, a few tattoos away from being fucking Yellow Wolf.
He looks like the lead singer.
Ortega looks like a drug dealer. Right?
He looks like a fake ass Brazilian pretending to be Mexican. How's that?
He looks like the lead singer of fucking Sayson. So,
yeah, this is Ortega season here, and I don't care if I'm wrong. I fucking love this guy. As a fighter, I really do like him a lot, but I do think in this position, he's got a significant advantage in a lot of ways. He's not, and it's just like whose grappling's better. I don't know. One guy has a sub over fucking Renato Moicano, the only guy to ever submit him. So I don't think he's just some bum ass. I don't think this. I don't see how Diego's going to get this sub. Maybe I'm wrong. If he couldn't sub Evloev, I don't know how he's going to sub this guy.
Evloev, he scrambles like a flyweight. So
okay, we'll see.
So I am also on T-City. And T-City is not a fighter that I normally look to back. He's been a guy that ever since he got to the UFC, I just didn't like him. I just didn't like his face. I don't know what it was. I just didn't.
Kind of a piece of shit. I get that.
I don't like this guy. I don't know what it was. I just goddamn, I don't know what it is about your face, but it just, and I'm sure some people feel that way about me, so that's fine. But I don't know, man. I'm with you, Mick. Like, Yair, Volk, and Max Holloway. Those are the only fucking fighters that have beaten Brian Ortega. Like, he's going to have to show me first, man. But in saying that, I have been trying to fade Diego Lopez, and it has not been working. So
there's a difference between Sadiq Yosef.
I agree, though. I think this is a big step up from Sadiq. All due respect to Sadiq, man. Like, Sadiq is a good fighter, but Brian Ortega, he fought for a belt. He almost got the fucking belt.
He's a fucking blockhead.
I just think it's going to be vet lesson time. And I do have Ortega in like I said, I made this. Aaron inspired me with the putting an underdog in a parlay thing. Like, I've done double dog dumbass parlays before, but as far as just making a sensible parlay where it's like, no, this is a reasonable dog and these are two reasonable favorites. So I did that, and this is what I came up with. This is my little greasy parlay where I just thought all of these money lines were just like, it was either a good money line for the favorite or this guy shouldn't be the dog. Like, I would probably be more inclined to take Diego Lopez if he was the underdog, but it's like Ortega's the underdog, having only lost to those 3 fighters. I don't think so, man. I think this is a little bit of hype. And yeah, I think as long as Simone doesn't get chinned and Charles, he uses his fucking righteous indignation and channels it properly, I think Ortega can pull this off, man. That'll be a nice little hit at the end of the night there. So yeah, me and Mick on Ortega. Moiz is on Diego Lopez. Joey's on Lopez. I think, Billy, are you on Diego Lopez too?
Probably.
I remember.
Probably everyone else is. I'm shocked at the amount of people on him. But that's
yeah.
I do understand the difference in the volume. There's Ortega does start slow sometimes, so I get it.
Yeah, the whole weight thing with this one was weird too. I definitely don't like that.
I don't either.
What up, Jerky Boy? I see you. He did almost sub Evlo a few times in a few days' notice. Yeah, that's true. But also, that's one of those, like, he has nothing to lose. All he has to do is just throw caution to the wind. I don't know.
He might dislocate his arm again. That's a possibility.
Yep. Did you not notice he didn't raise his arms up at the weigh-ins?
Ortega?
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, man. Holy shit.
Greasy fucking Moiz.
Yeah.
You know what, Moiz? It could be, but I've heard you say this about many fighters. Oh, they're injured. So and so. You said it like a couple weeks ago. Like, this fighter's injured. And then,
No,
Kelvin.
yes. Yeah.
Kelvin.
Hold on a second. I said.
You said Kelvin is injured.
No.
Yeah,
You're taking out of context. You're taking out of context.
Did.
I said he was maybe injured.
So.
Maybe injured. And
let
I said,
let me guess. You Brett, right? I thought so. I thought I fucking remembered that.
No. I said
The
you
fake
don't remember what I said.
Yeah,
You don't remember what I said. I
I
said when he walks out, if he has knee braces, then it'll be injured. He didn't have any knee braces. It wasn't injured.
How many people last week were taking plus 100 fucking Ikram tickets and thinking that was a good idea? I'm just saying there are levels to this shit. So you can speak up all day about fucking Diego Lopez, but we'll see.
Yeah. Kelvin.
Motherfuckers got real quiet last week. A lot of guys got real quiet.
Kelvin's injured. Diego, Brian Ortega's injured. Yep, they're all injured. I'm just busting chops. So that is the co-main, boys. That brings us to a pretty fucking dank main event. I don't think anybody can really hot take that this isn't a fucking great fight. It was exciting as shit the first time. Regardless of who wins, I think it's going to be another exciting fight. I don't see how anyone can't be fucking pumped for this. So whoever can kick this one off.
I can start. Alex Pereira and still. Yeah. He's going to finish him in again.
Think it's another left hook?
Nah, I mean, look, this Jerry guy, he does all those feints and all that movement. He's going to tire him out again. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Give me a round, boys, for Pereira.
I'd say round 4. Yeah, give me round 4. TKO, KO. Chop his leg off. Yeah. You're trash, motherfucker. Fuck him.
God, that is just so racist towards Czechia and the fucking Czech Republic.
I love Czech Republic. I love Prague, but it's clean. It's a nice city, but
Czechia?
I hear there are many beautiful
Czech Republic. Yeah, I know. I've been there, so.
So Moiz hates the Czech Republic, is what I heard, and also he's never been there, and he said it smells and it sucks. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just joshing about. Mick, what do you got here?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think this is actually obviously a volatile fight. I don't know, man. I always feel like in these ones, whatever happens in the co-main event, if the favorite wins, the dog's going to win in the main event, and if it's the vice versa. It seems like that. So give me Ortega and Pereira. There you go. How often do you see the favorites like clear the card? Just not often.
Dude, I am not picking Jiri for like a much better reason. I just
I get it.
This is all it is. It's just a feeling. It's just like I just have a feeling that he's gonna like. Not every fight goes the same. Like sometimes the rematch has, even if it's the same result, it's not going to be the same round.
Right. I think it's round 3 for Pereira personally.
Pereira could knock him out again. I just have a feeling that it's going to go the other way.
I'm worried about his legs though, because he took a beating from Rakic 10 weeks ago.
Listen, hear me out. So yes, like he got knocked out in the first fight, but the last time Jiri got knocked out, he knocked his opponent out. I know it's King Mo. It's not even close to Pereira. But, man, like, this happened against Adesanya, too. Like, Adesanya got knocked out, came back, knocked Pereira out. And another reason that I just think it's going to be a right hand. Like, Pereira is vulnerable to the right hand. He's gotten hurt with it several times. Jan landed it. Like, I don't know, man. I got a feeling that it's going to go. I feel like this is going to be a win-loss duality situation. Shout out to Big Moiz because I know this is his thing, and I'm shamelessly just going to bastardize it here. So I think it's going to be like a juxtaposition. Like, I think Pereira is going to be the one having success. I think he is going to be chopping the legs. I think he might even rock Jiri. And then he goes in for the kill, and Jiri sparks him. Just like overhand right, wobbles him real bad, drops him, falls up, ends the night. But I think one of them's going to sleep. I just don't see. I don't see how it's going 5 rounds. They both hit too hard. They're going to be like, dude, Jiri is the way better grappler to me. If he wants to like take this to the ground and like fuck Pereira up on the ground, I'm not saying he definitely will be able to, but I think he probably could, man. So yeah, it's not something that I feel like, it's not my craziest, like most confident underdog bet ever, but yeah, I feel like Jiri wins. I bet him at plus 136. He's my like biggest single play. But like, I get it. Like, I get Pereira as like one of the best, like, combat sports athletes of all time. He's one of the best kickboxers of all time. Like, if there's just going to be another kickboxing match, like I get why he's favored for sure. And he won the first one. So yeah, but yeah, give me Jiri for the pure performance. I think he will win now here. Yeah, give me the fucking weirdo.
Yeah. The only other thing I'd add is that I do worry about Rakic, that Rakic fight. They're both those guys on that card. They had 2 different fights. One guy got out pretty quick, and the other guy took a lot of kicks to the fucking leg. And that was only 10 weeks ago. So I feel like there's going to be some compromise shit going on there. Dude, Rakic was putting damage on those fucking legs. Bad.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
And I don't like it on short notice as much as I would if these guys had a full camp and everything else. So, but you know what? Yuri's Yuri, dude, and he can fucking Homer Simpson with the best of them. And there's just a different level to his edge that I do understand why you would take a dog shot.
Well, it's like I was talking about this on the podcast with like Big Show and them. Like, Big Show said it, I think. He like creates the car crash. Like he forces you to fight him, and like it gives you the opportunity to knock him out. And like I just think that's what's gonna happen. I feel like he's gonna give Pereira the chance. He'll like rock him, and then Pereira goes in for the kill, and I think Jiri just fucking uncourse one on him. But you know, I that's why I like this fight, because Jiri is such a killer be killed fighter, and Pereira can be killed. Like Pereira, Artur Kashenko knocked him out in kickboxing. He got stopped with leg kicks. I don't know if people know that. He got stopped by leg kicks by Jason Wilness earlier in his career. So, you know, he's like, yeah, hands of stone, but he's not chin of stone. Everybody saw Adesanya slump him.
Neither is Jiri. Neither one of these guys are impregnable.
And that's why I like this fight, because like I think one of them's gonna get knocked out. It's kill or be killed for all the fucking marbles, like huge stakes in the main event. It's got the main event big fight feel. So like for something that just got like I said, cobbled together, pretty fucking dank, man.
I do think that Alex's durability holds up a lot better at 205 than it did at 185. It all drained his body way too much.
Yeah.
That's not to say that Yuri's not going to knock him out. I'm just saying, in general, that you could see how he was just so thin and dehydrated at 185. It was not pretty.
The reason why Jerry got knocked out last time is very simple. First, he started to feel his leg going limp, and then he decided to, okay, I have to finish this fight within this 2-3 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to finish too.
He got too aggressive.
Yeah, because he was.
Yuri gets hurt in every fight then.
Well,
because he was getting tired. He was getting tired, and his leg was gone. So
he was having success too, though, man. He was cracking there with the right hand.
Sure. But like I said, all those stupid feints movement is going to drain his energy again, especially now.
I do not like how Yuri gets hurt in every fight either. He gets hurt in every single fight he's in. He is an absolute monster.
It looks like he's added more muscle. So yeah,
it's crazy. Yuri's such a psychopath. I love him, but man, it's crazy.
Like, yeah, I think best of luck, boys. I'm obviously not agreeing with you here, but like,
I get it.
I obviously like, you know, I know Jerry can get knocked out, but like, yeah, Pereira can too, and I just think he's going to this time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair play.
So, yeah, let's fucking go. Best of luck. But I think, unless anybody else has anything they want to add, I think that just about covers it for me. Like, we went through the card. If y'all have anything you want to say about the fight card in general, or like what your favorite play is, or anything like that, man, you know, now's the time.
Yeah, I like Jillian Robertson by sub. Jillian Robertson round 2 sub a lot. I think round 3 I sprinkled that too. If you guys want to see my plays, you can go to @theproismusic on X. The last time they did a UFC 302 card. I hit a 107-1 long shot parlay, 11 legger. So I put another 10 legger up that uses the DraftKings boost. Basically, turned $10 into it. This time it'll be $1,300, I think. Last time it was like 1,070 or something. So
yeah,
if you want to tail it, go for it. Should be fun. Best of luck to everybody.
Hey, appreciate it, Mick. You too, man.
You too. Thanks for having me on, man. You're killing it.
Yeah, man. Good shit. You're welcome anytime. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate
you
that.
You are the man. You too, Moiz.
You too.
Moiz, let them have it, man. What's your what are your favorite bets? And is there a carousel fight on this card? And yeah, any finals?
I haven't thought too much about it, but I feel like the prelims are better than the main card, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know we are on different sides on a lot of these fights, but I will wish you the best of luck anyway. At least one of us will cash. I do hope you hit one of your fucking greasy ass.
I will.
Dude, that'd be sick if you could hit the draw in that Saruya fight. All right, the floor is yours if you have any parting words.
No, that's it.
Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate your time, and enjoy the fights. Best of luck. Hope you make some money. All right, boys, that will do it. Shout out to both of my my co-hosts, Big Moiz Audio, Stubborn Mick. Shout out to the 25 people that have been watching on YouTube and or X. Smash the like button. Come over to YouTube if you're watching on X. Smash the like button if you don't mind. It'll definitely help me out. And yeah, I think I'm going to put my final slate up one more time, and then I'm going to get to stepping with my fucking pasty white ass. So yeah, I'm not going crazy on this card. It's a big pay-per-view, but I've only got 2 units, I believe. Oh, and also I did forget about this. Forgot to do the little plug. Excuse me. You can see that this is a MyBookie prelim builder. If you use MyBookie, use the promo code PubSports. You can get a 50% bet match up to $1,000 with cash. And then if you use Bitcoin, you get 100% bet match up to 1,000. So shout out to Big Show for the prelim builders and all the overlays and backgrounds and such. Once again, these are the podcast parlays. Mine, I am tailing, obviously. So that's me. Then, like I said, this is my like greasy 3-legger, 2 favorites and a dog. So, dude, if I can hit that, that'll be fucking sick. And then Jerry's my big underdog play. So that's my slate. 1 unit. That one, the locker room talk, and then I'm gonna put up the Jongery. Hey boys, the Jong Lee fucking hit last week. That makes 5 times this year. It has hit 2 in a row this year. Will we get another? Can the Jong Lee hit for 2 weeks in a row for the second time? I hope so, dude. That'd be sick. I'm pretty sure Ricky Simone and Charles Jourdain are winning, dude. If Ortega and Yuri hit, dude, I will have a fucking incredible night. But these are some really good fights, man. I'm just pumped for this card in general. So best of luck to all you guys, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Definitely smash the like button. Even if we're on opposite sides, one of us will win. So best of luck to you. Let's all get fucking rich. Appreciate Aaron for coming on earlier as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Check out this past week's YouTube breakdown show of his. Shout out to the Dome, the Hawk Tua, the Locker Room Talk podcast group chat. Yep, had a good week last week. Need another good week this week to go into a little bit of a break. So, yeah, man, best of luck to you guys. But yeah, not much for me this week. This parlay, the Locker Room Talk parlay, tailing the Jong Lee, and then let's go Yuri. Pure performance victory. But yeah, that'll do it for me, boys. Make sure y'all sign up for the contest, man. $200 this week, boys. Check out the latest Locker Room Talk. Check out the next one. It'll be in a couple weeks. The premiere is every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is. $200 this week. Random people in the chat are going to be given $100 too. I think it's like two or three like random people in the chat we give them $100. So yeah, be there. That is where I will be headed. The fight starts at 6. Hope to see y'all there. Once again, thank you to Aaron the dog, or Aaron the friend today. Aaron the dog, Moiz Audio, and Stubborn Mick. And big thank you to everyone in the chat, man. Y'all are the shit. Smash the like button. Or did he ever? Good God. Appreciate it, General. Y'all have a good one, man. UFC 303 is just about upon us, boys. So that's it for me. I'm going to leave. And I hope you have a good weekend. And I hope you cash all of your bets. And I hope you get actions right. And I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it in your stomachs. I will. Bye.